Hello, everybody. Here with Coach Stancheck, offensive line coach. This offensive line has seen so much improvement on this past game. Three touchdowns of 30 yards or more. That hadn't happened this year for sure. What about this offensive line that you can talk about that they've just improved? Can you speak about the improvement they made every week?
Well, just progress as the season's gone on, and we preach about it all the time. We talk about it as a group, what's our standard? And we're excited to move the ball and to run the ball better, but we still got a long way to go, and we know that, to do the things we want to do and achieve what we need to achieve. And very excited about the group and very proud of our senior leadership, Drake Dorbeck and Ty Pollard and Trace Klopt in the center. You always put more on the center, and he's done a great job getting us on the right calls.
You talked about Dorbeck. I mean, he's Hull Award winner, best offensive lineman in the state. I guess a little bit. Can you talk about him and what he's meant to you as coach? Your first year coming to Southern Miss as a coach, and what he's meant to this offensive line.
He's been absolutely huge. It's awesome to have such a mature individual. He's a mature guy, and he's done a great job since I've been here. In January, I knew early on that I thought he was going to be special, and it's a pretty neat award. And I wish they gave that award out after the season, because you worry about getting big-headed but not Drake. He's I don't have to worry about that with him because he is so mature, and the guys kind of look up to him, and he does things right. He does things right. We're big on nutrition here. He eats right, he lifts right, he does things right, and when guys see that, he works hard in practice. When they see it carry over to an award like that, it's pretty neat. And offensive lineman, we don't get many awards, so kind of neat.
Not the X's and O's and not to practice, but you just hit on something right there, the nutrition aspect of it, staying in shape. If you tell kids out there playing football right now that are going into college or maybe that are looking, what would you tell them about the way they eat or their diet or how to get ready for the next level?
Well, I'm not a nutritionist,
Yeah.
but I can say, a gallon of Coke a day probably isn't good, and if I'm going to the buffet, maybe one or two plates, not 6 plates, right?
Yeah.
So just kind of common sense, but we just try to get them the right fluids, and Coach Faulkner's done a great job since he's arrived, and Coach Durning, since he's arrived, those guys have really stressed it, and I think it's really taken over our program, and it's working.
All right, well, Coach, we appreciate it, and best of luck this week against Western Kentucky.
Thank you, appreciate it.